Hi. I think it's working. There we go. Yes, it is. Ooh, atrocious lighting. Just as it should be. Let me tweet this out. I wanted to make sure it was working before I did that. There we go. Boom. Perfect. And of course, the age-old question, can you hear me? I can't with this lighting. Hold on. Wow. Oh. Why does it have to be like this? Atrocious. That made it so much worse. That made it so much worse. I'm going to accept it. How is everybody? How is everybody doing? It's been a while since we've just done a regular Tuesday chat. I had to fight the urge to just start playing this new game I got, which has nothing to do with shipping at all, but I still want to play it for all of you. It's a game about stress, and that intrigues me a lot. It's just like, do you want to feel stressed? And I was like, you know what? Yes, I do. I'm good. I'm also tired though. Very, very tired. Oh, Demi, that's your permanent state, like the Hulk. That's how you survive it, Hulk style, constant stress. Oh. Yeah. I do not currently have the money for Kingdom Hearts 3. I was looking at it and I was like, oh. I was looking at Resident Evil 2 as well, but I will sate myself with all of the wonderful playthroughs that people are doing. I've written a bunch of fics since we're talking about fic writing. They're all for Red Embrace. I've posted 2. The first one, and someone was kind enough to beta it for me post, which was great. I was serious about constructive criticism and feedback. They were really shy about it. They were like, I like printed it out and wrote on it. I hope it's okay. And I was like, no, that's fantastic. I'm so glad. Like, I made mistakes and that's fine. I really appreciated it because now I have a better template of the types of mistakes that I tend to make so I can get better, which is fantastic. I like to think I implemented some of them in the second one. And I've also written a bunch more that maybe someday I'll post, maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. Ah, yes. You're the Roy and Jason. I remember. Well, stuck in a cabin is tried and true. It is 100% tried and true. Happy early birthday, Natalie. And also, if any of you missed the video I posted today, it was an interview with Lemon Magazine for their fanzine about fan fiction and discussing the ins and outs of writing fan fiction in different fandoms. And they are 100% worth checking out. They have their fandoms picked for the next year. They have so much coming. There's even going to be a Sons of Anarchy month. It's really exciting. And they're a great bunch of people. So check them out. And if you have the time, check out their zine because they are just fantastic. And I love that people are keeping fanzines alive. It's really amazing. I mean, in this day and age, it's easier and better than ever. So yes. Why will you never post it, Demi? No, I haven't. I've been nowhere. I've seen no one. I live in here. I have my muffle up, which is just a blanket. Some YouTubers have soundproofing. I have this awesome blanket. It's retro here. Let's call it that. A fanzine is a magazine created by fans celebrating fan content. They can be collections of fan fiction that people have written. They can be analysis and essays on the topic or series. They can be a combination. In the case of Lemon, is specifically about one fandom each month, and they talk about the ins and outs of writing fiction in that fandom, the different tropes, what you can expect to see, advice for writers, all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, don't be afraid, Artemis. I was so afraid before I posted because I knew it wasn't perfect. Like, you know, when you're reading something over and you're like, I know I've made mistakes, but my brain is filling them all in for me, or I'm just not at a level where I can get to them yet. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to power through it. I'm going to post it, because if I don't post it, I never will. And it felt good. It felt good to write again because it's been so long. And now there's a smut fic happening. That's just, it lives there now. It's Rex and Jack. Oh, God. Thomas, all the exclamation marks. Weird blade fic. I'm intrigued. Katisa, I don't think you're gonna, I don't know how happy you'll be with that ending. You'll have to let us know. When you finish, you will have to let us all know how you felt about season 8. I remember people trading their physical zines back in the day. I feel like now it's so much easier to deal with all of these things thanks to the digital space. So I kind of want to see more and more zines pop up. I actually don't find it awkward, Catherine. I find my atrocious inability to properly place a comma to be more awkward than anything else. I'm like, I went to school. I should know where to put a comma. The smut came far too easily. I think that's part of why I haven't posted that one. I was like, they don't need to know like how far into the gutter I am. Yeah, I do this thing where I overly comma. I overly comma as well too. Yeah, I'm just like, because that's where I would pause. Comma. I'm like, that's not a correct comma. Get that comma out of here. My first one, the first one I did, I messed up the tenses because I was doing what tense was it? Oh my God. But I switched in between like past third person, past present, and it was a mess. But now my bishop fic, I got all the tenses correct. So I'm like, yes, achievement, like a video game, like, woo, experience points. So that one is Bishop out for a hunt that is disappointing when he stumbles upon 3 young vampires in an alley, and after listening to them talk, he realizes that one of them has deigned to try and hurt Isaac, and he gets his vengeance on them, and it was really fun to write. I have the smut one between Rex and Jack post-series, and I have a Dominic coming upon Isaac having a panic attack one, and I have like this weird multi-chapter thing that's going on. There's just, you know, there's a lot happening right now, but I don't have time anymore. I had like time for like 2 days to write fic, and now I'm like, I have no time. Why did I start this? Your mom is more upset about your comments than smut. Oh. Oh, hi. Greetings from Canada. I love stumbling across old sites. One of my patrons sent me some links to some old Xander and Riley fan sites from back in the day, and I was like, I remember the days of Buffy shipping Xander and Riley. My multi-chapter Red Embrace fic is such a huge undertaking that I don't think I dare to even start really properly doing anything outside of plotting it, because it's leading towards the OT5. I'm like, I will make this OT5 happen. Their love is real. And instead, then I just ended up writing the OT3 chapter of between Isaac, Dom, and Rex. And I was like, well, that was unproductive. Or was it? I don't know. It's really fun to be writing again. And I'm so glad. It's been so long. And I've had so many ideas in my head for other things I've just ignored. But it feels good. It feels good. I have to thank you guys, because if it wasn't for all of the playthroughs and all of these chats and all this stuff, I don't know. I can't say never, but it might have been a much longer time before I ended up writing again. So thank you. Yay. Tumblr's a dumpster fire. I'm rambling, and now I'm tuning in to like, Tumblr's on fire. I'm like, isn't Tumblr always on fire? Yeah, that happens. Like, feelings where it's just like, it's too much. What's the text limit? No, you haven't really missed anything, I don't think. I know, Luna. Sometimes the threshold is so low, it's like they talked. And then that's it. Everything explodes. Oh, thank you so much, Almighty Q. I have watched Person of Interest. It's actually really fun, Cecilia, because I feel like the OT5 there would really make sense. I feel like everybody brings something to the table, and they're all distinct enough that they have their own personalities. And the thing is, that game's a hard act to follow. I mean, I'm liking Scrambled as well, but not as much as Red Embrace. But that's just because vampires. And also, I really want to see Sid fight some more super villains. Maybe if we were more responsible, that would have happened. I did make the most irresponsible choices of life. So we shall see. I have so many of those types of games to get to. I just have this massive list, and every time I go to like itch.io, there's so many more, and I'm like, stop making such interesting games. And I'm still holding out for First Degree. There we go. That's the one I told you where you guys were like, oh, it's just Hannibal, where it's you're a serial killer who is also a detective who is committing the same murders as the person that you are hunting, so that you can get a feel for why they're doing it. What I learned from looking at the old demo of that is that it's fully voiced, but rumors are that the devs are saying that maybe they'll have a new update for February. So I'm going to hold on until then, but it is fully voiced. I'm like, yes, there's so much wrong with this, but I need to play it. I need to know. The people need to know. Superboy Prime and Wally. You know, the fact that you're repping Superboy Prime is a bold choice. And I'm excited about it. Yes, I can see you. Hi, Haley. Hi, Emily. You could name 10. I know, it's right. That's like so many Hanagram fics already happening. Oh, hi, Alan. What I'm working on right now, which will be up in the next couple of days, it got pushed because of life stuff and work, is my Patreon voted for vid, which is the Zutara Book 4 Air incident, which watching that video again actually was a little hard. The Comic-Con video, it was harder than I remember the first time. Hello. Greeting shippers. Yes, Jesse, I have heard rumors of that. I've seen some images that people are talking. I know all the people missing out also on Zuke. People missing out. There are so many good ships for that series. It's surprising though that it's still very passionate. I've stumbled across some very passionate recent Reddit threads while I was researching all of this. And then there are all the people who are emailing me. They're like, Carmen San Diego. And I'm like, listen, I only have so much time. Oh, Mass Effect. Good times. I tried to do a Mass Effect replay a couple of years ago, but I just had no time. Then I fell off. And I was like, one day I'll play through again. I've never played through that game as male Shepard. I still want to, but I haven't. I always play as Femme Shep, and it's honestly just the voice acting. I just prefer the female voice actress to the male, even though I even actually like the look of default male Shep. But I'm like, I would play you, but your voice, I can't. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I really prefer the voice actress. Jennifer Hale, I think is her name, and she's just really good. She does a bunch of other stuff too, and I just really love her. I just got really attached to Femme Shep, but there were so many weird decisions I made playing that game. Like I really wanted all the awesome renegade scarring, but you had to be so bad to get it, and I couldn't. I would get to the bad decisions and just cop out. Like, do you want to burn this colony? And all these survivors would be like, oh no, I can't. But I want my scars, but I can't. Oh. Just like, that's why I just need cosmetic scars. Just give them to me so I can just stick them all over. Oh. Hello, Ariella. There's a game. Has anybody played it? Has anybody played the game called Vampire, where you play as a like a vampire doctor in like period PC England? I really want to play it, and I want to make all kinds of horrible vampire jokes. And there is and I think there's an achievement for not eating anybody, which I will never get because, haha, forget it. Vampire must kill to survive. It looks really good, but it's still a little steep right now. All the footage I've seen of people playing it looks so good, and I'm like, I'm intrigued. I wanna be the night. I want to live in the darkness. I want to eat so many people, even as I have to heal them. They're all like, oh, dilemma. I'm like, no, I'll just kill to survive. Oh. Ah, yes, Monster Prom. Our quest to get to the prom. And yes, eat everyone. But the quest to get to the prom is not dead. I just have so many games. I saved so many. I bought a couple, and I saved so many to my favorites that if anybody went through my favorites folder, they'd just be like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Oh. See, Sheena, I'm afraid I wouldn't be like a very discerning vampire. I'm afraid I'd have like enough progeny or fledglings that they could like rise up against me. And that's not a good place to be. I gotta be selective with fledglings. Naughty, what constitutes weird? I need to what would constitute weird? I'm pretty far down the fandom rabbit hole. I don't think I know what weird is anymore. And I think that's a good thing. At least that's what I'm choosing to believe. That's my rationale, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to look up to see what I saved in my folder. Ba-dum. Yes. Which ones did I save? Yeah, a bunch of these. Changeling is one I'm really excited for. I'll read you Changeling. Oh, a human living in a world of supernatural creatures already sold. I'm not into hockey at all. I'm a poor Canadian. We all need more time to write our fics. Can you imagine? Like, it's been centuries. I finally perfected my fan fiction. I spent all these years. Oh. I'm not fully caught up yet, Alan. Starlight, I don't know if you made the right choice, especially depending upon what anime you were watching. I can't guarantee that you made the right choice. Oh. You blew Demi's mind, Emma. That would be such a boring time loop movie. Can you imagine, Winter? Like, just every day is the same. They just calmly write their fanfic. I don't find anything weird. I mean, somebody would find my search history weird. Oh, I wish I could fan art. I wish I could. I always say that. And so my dad actually got me some like how to draw books. He was like, if you do this every day, you will train your brain to be able to see and you will develop a talent. And over years of growing, you will eventually have developed a skill set. And I'm like, Dad, I'm sure, and that's sweet and I appreciate, but I'm not that passionate about it. I wish I had natural talent. Oh. If you want to, Henry, for sure. You can tweet it at me or you can email it to me. That's always a good way to get it to me. Deekster, no, I haven't. Not yet. Not as of yet. I read a book that I ended up just powering through that ate a bunch of my time. And I ended up having, those books where you're like, I loved part of it, but I also hated part of it. And I really enjoyed it, but I hate the protagonist. It was quite a ride. So when I rated it on Goodreads, it was like, overall, I loved it. But also the characters, though, and also here are like 8 plot points that I would have changed, but I still liked it. I swear. I really did. I enjoyed it. I was even I found myself really imagining the characters and even like getting those fickish feelings. And I was like, if they ever adapt this, that'd be great. But also, I had a lot of issues. I love that there's a whole Aussie political fanfic discussion going on here and that you're all like, yes, please. For me, the book was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I enjoyed it. It was worth my time. I think I'll read it again, so that has to be the mark that I liked it. But at the same time, certain lines just bothered me. Oh. Oh, that's so sweet. There's a mystery box thing, Sheena, where you can order a wand but you don't know which one you're gonna get. Then it could be one of the famous ones. I don't know. If I was gonna get a wand, I would definitely do that. See, I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I had issues with it. And there was like one major scene I would have changed, a couple of scenes, but you know what? Overall, I did enjoy it. Caitlin, you can email me Feel free to email me. I do not bite, but I sometimes things get piled on. I do not respond. It's just, it takes me a while. Ooh, did he get you a specific wand or just a general wand? And Alan, not soon enough. Not soon enough. Oh, cool. Of course you know me, so you know I want the evil ones. Like I said, I would get the mystery box, but I'd be hoping for the evil ones. That's what I want. Because I'm that person. I am that person. I'm not going to pretend not to be that person. I think I did, Rose. I believe so. Yes, happy Chinese New Year. And the weekend was pretty good. Took baby shipper tobogganing for the first time. She hated it. So a good time was had by all. Oh, nice, Stallion. You know I'd want like the Dark Lords himself. Like I need the evilest one. I was reading a piece of a person who's like concerned when they see people playing through games and getting really into the bad choices. I was like, uh-oh. Because I'm 100% that person. Oh. That's a good system. They need to have the grades to be able to use their ones. Luna, that's where you need to push her aside and be like, I volunteer as tribute. And then they kick you out because that's the wrong franchise. Oh. Oh my gosh. Now I'm waiting for Glass and Cherrick crossovers. See ya, Betty. Do you ever see yourself going into theories vids about your favorite things you like to watch? Like shipping theories or just like theories in general? I kind of just want to make a video about how theorists and shippers are not antithetical because a lot of people think that they are. In fact, when I did my Tony Stark NASA video, I got a snarky comment that was like, a shipper doing a theory, but they deleted it when they realized it wasn't actually a theorist video. But I don't know. I enjoy theories, but I'm not as into them because I'm the type of person who really likes to like 100% like have my crazy person wall up and be like, no, like we've charted this back years and centuries. It's 100% happening. But other people are more happy to throw things out there and just see what sticks. And I'm just not that person. Like I love a good theory, but I don't know. Murder board. They're all just anagram theories. I get snarky comments. They're more passive aggressive though. Like people are pretty polite. They're like the most Canadian of snarky comments. I don't get snarky comments here. I get more snarky comments at my other job on Top 10 Nerd when I fill in. Ooh, what was one I got the other day? I was back for the first time in a long time because one of the other hosts was sick. And oh, check out her nose. It's so big that if she picked it, she could pick out an entire small village. Oh, good times. Oh. Ooh, what sort of AUs? Tell me. I enjoy a good theory. I was really all up in the theory community for Westworld. The Westworld theorist in season 1. That was a good time. Oh. Oh. Do you have a favorite Marvel ship? I like character analyses as well. The thing is, as I'm sure you all know, I already have so many ideas, and it already takes me so long to get them up that if I add more things, then you'll never get Destielmo Shippable Moments Season 8. Just kidding, but I do have so many ideas and so many things that I want to do. It's just, it's working on getting there because, as you know, this is not my full-time thing. So, Oh, favorite Marvel ship. I have a couple. I'm not like a favorite ship type of person. I have a bunch that I cycle through. Although I think, yeah, like 85% of my phone, but that's because of when I started saving it. It's one specific Marvel ship. I have a fun list vid that I'm working on. Actually, I'm working on multiple things. It's just a fun little quick, like 10 times fandom was extra thirsty. And it's some of the more extreme or potentially odd examples of thirst. I mean, I don't find anything odd, but even a couple of them, I was like, yeah, I'm excited to tell people about this. Mm. Do you have favorite tags for Fix? Hold on. How do you keep it all and keep posting updates? What do you mean? Hold on. Elaborate. Right now I'm really into vampire AUs, probably because of Red Embrace, but there are a surprising amount of good due south vampire AUs, just so you know. You know, the clown from It didn't make it this time, but I really hope people want a part 2 because they'll make it on there. Do I have them? I think I write physical lists. Like, no, there's none of this like ripped lists from other places. No, like legit written with notes. I write them down like this script. Someone's gonna find this like the Lost Sea Scrolls, and they're gonna be like, number 3, Bane and Blake. What? Oh. Oh, how do I do everything without being overwhelmed? Probably just because I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And because this isn't exactly my full-time thing, it's a hobby and an outlet, so it's fun. It's the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, if things ever took off, then for sure I'd be like, yeah, 100%, I'm a YouTuber. But since they haven't, it's just a really fun community and a fun space to spend time. No, I recently caught up with My Hero Academia. That's what I was most recently watching. And then some stuff with Mr. Shipper. Our favorite true crimes, because what's better than scaring yourself with way too much true crime? Gotta catch up. I haven't. Is it any good? Have you seen it yet, Demi? I plan to this week, though. Well, Christina, I definitely have read the Lemon magazine, and it is very good. They have done good work, and they have great staff writers, and the issues are so beautifully organized and laid out, and they look gorgeous, and they're really interesting to read. Oh, Thomas, you're going to be so sad. I got a comment on my ships that make no sense unless you were there that was like, TimCon, I don't get it. And I was like, that just proves that, well, we need to do a TimCon video because the people need to know. The people can't forget. Have the people forgotten? That made me feel so old. I was like, the people forget? Look at that. I swear it's the same fly every time. Oh. Is that show still happening? I don't need a show. I love the movie so much. I really don't need a show. The movie's so brilliant. Oh. That's one of my favorite vampire movies. It combines some of my favorite humor, which is just humor at like extreme like circumstances or things, doing ordinary things. And I'm like, yes, yes to all of it. I do have a special ship vid. If all goes well, fingers crossed, let's not jinx anything, knock on wood, all of the other stuff. It's for a patron. It's a patron special request. So I'm very excited. It's not something I would have done otherwise, but it was really fun and interesting to research, and I'm looking forward to presenting it. It's gonna go to some places. Some people are gonna be a little squicked out, but you know me, that has never stopped me. So oh, thanks so much. Have you tried any new fandom tea? Not at the moment. I still have a couple. I've rebought Powerpuff. The Powerpuff Girls tea, Chemical X, was fantastic. That's a tea staple. That is 100% a tea staple. I do not. I tend to sometimes have a couple of songs though that will cycle through and whatever I'm thinking about, or like ship or fandom or anything. Toothy Tooth, I have not been squicked in a long time. I'll share half of how dark it can get because, you know, like, not ready. You're not ready. Everybody says they're ready, and then you go there, and then it's like, I wasn't ready. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? We trusted you. Just go full Tyra Banks. I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Henry, I will, when things calm down. It's still not calm yet. And for some people who are still involved, they'll know that. So I'm waiting because I want to actually talk about it. I'm not trying to stir the pot or be like, this was terrible, or this was great, or like this was true and this was fake. Like I just want to talk about it. I want to genuinely present like a, hey, let's look at this. And right now I feel like people are still too like blah to be able to listen to that. And people are also still very much on the cash-in train, especially about season 8. You'll see tons of where it all went wrong, and this is why it's terrible and it's awful. And it's like some of those videos have valid points in them for sure. I've seen a couple. But at the same time, because of that, if you come out with something at that time, people a lot of times will just like comment and like bomb you without even watching it. They'll be like, how dare you? I saw this in the recommended of another hate video and I have come to say, and you're like, look, like, listen, you need to watch it. Stop, look, listen. Stay alert. Stay safe. Oh, Nacha, the amount of fake receipts going around at this point where people will be like, I know, because I have a friend in the community and I have all kinds of secret DMs. And you're like, hey, can I see them? They're like, well, actually, like my phone's broken and I guess like, oh, I deleted them. And you're like, you know what? Oh, I'm sorry. My phone doesn't send texts. Like, it's so much. What? I didn't say I had receipts. It's like, it's so much. It's so much right now. Oh. Oh, what is it? It's booster juice. And it's empty now, actually. Which brings me sadness. Thomas, I actually have a lot to say about that. A lot of that was built up in fandom, actually. The show bears some of it, but fans also bear a lot of it. It's a very nuanced situation, and that's what I'm looking forward to eventually discussing at some point when people aren't going to trip out, which might be never, but it'll probably be about 6 months from now. You'll always have some people tripping out for sure, like with Avatar, but eventually things calm down. They do. It just takes time. He did. Yes, he did get fired. By the end of it, it was all a mess. It's all confused and messed up. But some of the it's one of those things where I'll never get over, you know? I've seen some horrible comments, but the rape, death threats and stuff to Lauren and all of that, like I'll never unsee some of those. Oh my God. Okay, it's officially gone now. It's officially gone. I'm really sad about that. Mr. Shipper, I need liquid. I've never had Aussie Boost, so I wouldn't know. I only have Canadian Boost. Also, it's not for the boost. It's just, yeah, you know, you ever just like crave a specific smoothie thing, but you don't have the ingredients for it? This is like so this is like a matcha blueberry one, but I had no matcha, so I was matcha-less. I've always wanted to go to Australia, but it's a really long flight from here. Super long. Is that Descendants? Are people talking about Descendants? Is there bag milk? Yes, there's bag. I can live without the bag milk. Oh. Look, bag milk is best milk, even though it is exactly the same as all other milk. Oh. Oh. A lot of things happen with the Voltron team, but I think definitively the thing that can be said the most is that they attempted to interact with fandom at the start, at least. Like other times, developmental decisions didn't go over the way they wanted, or they didn't think them through properly, or then they tried to please and it didn't work, and a whole bunch of other things. But at the very start, they've tried to interact. They tried to play into it, and they tried to talk to fans in a way that they had seen other fandoms do, in a way that works for them. And it backfired spectacularly because they had a completely different type of fandom and they didn't understand that yet. And also some of the people that they had there, for example, especially Jeremy Shada, he came from interacting with a very different fandom than what Voltron ended up becoming. So the way he spoke to his fans at first, you can see it, is how he used to talk to Adventure Time fans, and they're two completely different animals. It's just there was so much that happened there. They tried to play, and it wasn't a fandom that was up for playing, and it wasn't a time that would allow them to play in the way they wanted. The interactions that they did, especially at the start, would have flown in earlier years, but they don't now. And everything spiraled. And then when they started to see it spiral, they didn't get a handle on it. And so by the end, you had stuff like the incidents. Remember the Bex incident where she was watching Batman and she was tweeting about how much she hated the Joker and Harley's relationship? And I didn't agree with her tweets or anything, but she can tweet whatever she wants. She was tweeting about how she felt like this is all romanticization and I hate it. And someone thought that she was talking about Clance and they started sending her like all this hate, and then other people started saying that she had disproved Clance and was saying that was toxic and never happening, and it was a huge thing. And then she had to come out and say that, no, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about this because I was going through a phase where I was watching a whole bunch of classic stuff. And so it was just a huge thing, the Twitter. And then there were all the comments she made about the death threats that she was getting and everything. And it was just fascinating watching it go from that to that. And it was just, wow. So by the end of it, the fandom was very much something that snowballed, and you can see it. It was just a huge, huge snowball. And they never interacted with it properly either. And then the show started making bad decisions on top of that. And so it just became a huge ball of just like, oh. Well, Jesse, it was because people didn't see the first tweet. And so they just saw the, like, because you know how tweets continue. So they just saw the tweet that said, oh, like, this relationship, I don't like it, blah, 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 blah. And they didn't see what it was pertaining to. And then they were just like, of course it's Clance. What else could Bex be talking about? There's like lots of things. People tweet about so many things. Oh. So it was a lot. Voltron was a lot of a lot. Speaking of the Joker and Harley, Batman White Knight does a fantastic dissection of that relationship because it is so maligned, and the narrative value that it has and the different ways it can be taken are fascinating to explore. And someone made a great point. They were like, relationships grow and change, and people are willing to see different interpretations of things. However, when it comes to the Joker and Harley, people reject versions that are positive, even ones that will retcon a different past into them. They just don't want it. Like, it's interesting in canon. Certain people are like, no, this can stay, but this has to change. It's a very interesting discussion because there's value to the Joker and Harley as well. I have a Joker and Harley shirt. I wear it out sometimes just because I'm like, I'm that person. I don't care. If you're gonna yell at me for my t-shirt, that says a lot more about you than it does about me, to be honest. Lambs. Oh, yes. One day. You know, the fact that Lotor's voice actor retweets so much salty Lotor fan art is really amusing. I've retweeted some of it myself just because it's great. The way he interacts with fandom is super fun. It's just so cute. I remember right after season 8, he was tweeting so many salty like fan arts that people had drawn of Lotor and Allura that said that they deserve better. And I was like, it's true. It's true, they do. All hail Prince Lotor. Oh. Rapid sauce. You don't close the bag milk. You don't. The bag milk is open. It lives in its. Do I need to get it again? I can show you. Do you need to see it again? Because I can explain it, but I feel that seeing it, but I don't need to go get it again. This is not bag milk 2.0, bag milk 2019. Oh. Do you want to see it again? What are we doing? Okay, 2019 bagged milk. Here we go. This is the excitement. This is what you came here for. Ugh. Oh. There you go. It's a bag. Okay. This is the milk in a bag. It you cut it snip, snip at the top, and then you leave it in the fridge in its bag. Also, I'm going to pour some since it's here. It's here. I'm going to take some of it. It's not a demonstration. I actually want some. I actually want some of it. I can get the rest of the matcha-ness out here. Okay. I'm putting it back now. It needs to go back to its home. Oh. There we go. You came back to bagged milk, Betty. Nope, you don't need to seal the snip. It sits in the fridge and it's fine. It just sits in the fridge. It's very much like if you had a glass and then you didn't finish it, so you put it in there and then went back and got it later. The wonders. It's sold in its little liter packages in groups of 3. And then you get them, and that is also in a bag. Bag milk too, electric boogaloo. Oh my God, Thomas, Farmer Lance. Farmer Lance. Oh. I feel like I'm not angry enough sometimes. Oh, it's hard to make me mad. So, speaking of, have we chatted? Yeah, we have. Of course we have. Anyway, what are we all looking forward to in 2019? Like, you know how everybody always says, like, 2019 is the year of. So, for all of you, what is 2019 the year of? Yes, I'm asking this, and it's already a month in. If you think about it, all milk needs a second container. You got to put it in a cup. The Arctic craze. Moist? Why moist? Oh. Emily, that's true. That is true. Well, you don't need one for the bagged milk if you live alone either. You can't keep the E going. Oh, 48-hour lab reports. That sounds intense. More dubbed BL anime. For me, 2019 is the year of going for it. Also, yay, graduation. The year of just going for it. Oh, getting a cat. I'll go for it, Sheena. Spicy fix. Best fix. Year of me. Year of Sonic Thighs. Ooh, starting a D&D campaign. I'm like so excited. I'm like, whoa. To me, 2019 is the year of acceptance and the year of going for it. Oh my God, do they bag your soda too? No, they do not. The year of the citrus scale. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. You too can have bagged milk. Year of pettiness. Why? Oh. Yeah, finally playing board games. Fantastic. The year of souls. Oh. I was gonna make it the year of Discord, but then I got on Discord and I figured it out and it was all good. But then I realized I just don't have time. I do not have time. It's a lot of a lot. Must write note. For me, I think this is also the year of going for the just going for a bunch of the big ones that hopefully, in theory, and life happens. But hopefully, I want to go for a bunch of the ones that I know people will think about, because I'm like, you know what? I want to talk about them, and I've put some of them off like a long time just because of circumstance, and I want to get to them. And I'm like, I don't care. It's all gonna roll off my back like water off a duck's back. Because you cannot please everybody. It is not possible. No, codename Zed. She did not. She did not. Night Eternal. Every day is the day of salt. All salt, all time, only salt. Okay, Zane. I didn't know. Maybe you wanted it to be a secret. Oh. A lot of the stuff I've found, like I've done a lot of research for things. A lot of things I found, I know clash with what a fandom thinks. I'm not talking about Voltron. I know a lot of people like, so you can say Voltron. I'm like, I'm not talking about Voltron actually. But a lot of the stuff I found, I know that when I do it, people are gonna be like, no, the lies. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Like, I know what I've researched and I know what's true. And I'm gonna put it out there, whether people want to hear it or not. The research took time. Unpopular opinions, exactly. The year of unpopular opinions. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Oh, expensive laser hair removal. That sounds like a lot. The year of the Jackverse. That's right. Oh, there was part of me that wanted to just name every character from now on Jack, and I was like, they would not stand for it. They would revolt. Oh my gosh, Emma, I disagree with so many people all the time. I'm always just that person in the corner. People are like, I loved it. And I'm like, well, I hated it. I'm just going to sit here quietly. Like, I hated it. I'm like, I loved it. I'm just going to sit here quietly. People are like, I loved it or hated it. I'm like, I'm ambivalent about it. I'm just going to sit here quietly. Oh, that's just my motto. I'm just going to sit here quietly. Or more accurately, like, I'm angry and I'm like, I'm amused. My default emotion is laughter. So Merp hug. Oh my goodness. It's been 84 years. Where have you been? Oh. Oh, good for you, Laura. I do, Daria. I have a daughter. The year of love. It's always appropriate for me. Merp hug, you have been missed. Oh. I have, yes. Every year is the year of playing Skyrim. If all Robins put into a cage, who would be the last man standing? All of them. Oh. The year of figuring out the subway. The year of Merpug's return. Oh, man. See, it's going to be a good year. This sounds like a very exciting year based on all of the things that are combined. It's now turning into a really big year. Oh, year of so many visual novels, you're going to hate them by the end of it. Ooh, what haircut are you getting? I need to know. Every month is the is the year of me getting a new haircut. So yes, trickster. Oh no, year of stress. Laura, I don't think that's weird. I don't at all. I do it. And then I'm sad because there aren't enough fics. I'll go like, wow, this classic novel's so good. No one's written anything for it, have they? The year you stop lurking. I'm like, yes, but then I'm like, I still lurk. I shouldn't talk. My handle on AO3 is lurker connoisseur. Oh. Well, I mean, it's always the year of thirst, isn't it? The year of lurk. This is the year you start lurking. Oh, Mercutio and Romeo, a classic. Mm. Oh, good. Oh, the year I finally do some credible accents. Oh, no, please not the year I clap at things. Oh, that wouldn't be a good year. That's not a year anybody wants. Nobody wants that year. Ooh, there's a dark one. Let me read you some of them. I have them pulled up. Like, you ever just have things that you're planning on just pulled up to motivate you? You're like, this thing, this is my goal. If I stare at it, it will occur. Okay, this one is Cupid. Set in the romantic 18th century France, play as the third-person point of view character of Mother, a unique twist to the visual novel, decision-making medium. Decide the fate of the characters, scold or console, argue or assent. Just don't be surprised if they start to question your commands. And I'm like, that sounds like it could go horribly wrong. Sign me up. Oh, happy birthday. The year of unnecessarily dramatic readings. Oh, they're not unnecessary. Who am I kidding? The year of romantic readings. Oh. I'm looking forward to it all. I'm excited. I'm excited about the 2019. Ooh, here's another one I have. Nachigall tells the story of Miranda Namatagira, a bright college student who travels to Belgium for a holiday, meaning that I'll do some terrible accents. One evening, she loses track of time while sightseeing and becomes lost in the woods. Just as she's about to consider camping outside for the night, Miranda happens upon a hauntingly beautiful castle. She decides to venture inside, as you do. But nothing could have prepared her for the bloody sight she beholds there, or for the two vampires who capture her. The one that really sold me about this is where is it where it explains the ending? Because I think it was like there was 4 bad and 2 good, and I was like, those odds are not in my favor. I am excited. May the odds not be in my favor. Oh. The Arcana's on your phone, right? I already have a phone game that I'm married to, and it's HomeSense. It is the game. I'm so invested. Yes, I'm just casually scrolling here looking at visual novels. That's a thing that's happening right now. I don't have time, Lillian. I have no time. Why not? Why not, Shizuko? Why? Tell me why. Night. Jack verse? What? Not personally, Rita. No, I haven't. No happy endings, only pain. Oh, yeah, angsty teenage John. Oh. Only the finest angst. I'm coming back. I've fallen into a world of looking at all these games. I need to stop, but I can't. I can't stop, won't stop. Ooh, this one I've had this one for a while. And here. On average, one person is murdered every day in Dade County. Between the drug cartels, the AIDS epidemic, and a flood of undocumented immigrants, hundreds more will vanish, never to be seen again. Chelo Martinez finds the people who slip between the cracks. Ghosts of Miami is a mystery visual novel featuring a lot of decision-making, crime-solving, and heartbreaking. In each of the 5 cases, you get to pick how Chelo spends her time. You can follow leads or get distracted by dangerous romantic options. I'm like, that sounds like if I make the wrong choices, I don't solve the crimes and I will have regrets. So you know what that means? That I have to play it. The Year of Fluffy Smut. The best tag. I know, Demi, right? Dangerous romantic options. I'm like, more dangerous than First Degree, the game where I'm literally a serial killer? How? How? It can't be more dangerous than that. Oh yeah, there's this Attack on Titan one that okay, so like people make, I'm sure y'all know that people make fan novels of actual characters for games. And oh yeah, this one. I've had this one for a while too. I have a bunch of things. I have no time. This one I have too. Rosemary left her family's farm a year ago to become a knight in shining armor, but being a knight is harder than she thought, and she's looking for work at the foot of the perilous Mount Needle. Thankfully, there are 4 handsome princes here who need an escort through the mountain pass, and Rosemary is just the knight for the job. As Rosemary, you'll brave fierce beasts and difficult terrain, not to mention the fact that your traveling companion can be a royal pain. But that's okay, because you're brave and noble and not all distracted by the handsome guy you're bound to protect. You've got the armor, you've got the sword, and you're all ready for a fairy tale romance, if the snowstorms and bone-chilling winds don't get in the way. And maybe these princes aren't quite as charming as you expected. Done, done, done. Oh, so many fem/games. I'm just going through the list like in the order that they're appearing on the site. I have them bookmarked, but I don't want to scroll through all my bookmarks to get to them. But I do also have a bunch as well. I have so much. I have everything. We've got everything. Like once we're done with Scrambled, I have so many. Oh, Blackberry Honey. That's intense. I don't even know if I can play that. That might be a bit too intense. All right. This one is Monster Girls Gainerations. Cursed to be a ghost forever. Your only hope to break the spell is the 4 monster girls who volunteer to help you. Choose between a werewolf, a witch, a slime girl, and a Medusa. Make the right choices, and perhaps you'll find true love along the way. I'm interested in this one too, because this one was made as a class assignment in 2 weeks, so I really want to see how it turned out for them. Stuff like that fascinates me. I really admire all of this stuff. I really do. Happiness is looking at visual novels you will probably never have time to play. I know, Adrian. I know. I have too many bookmarks. They're not helpful anymore. There's too many. Tony/oxygen. Oh, Tony/oxygen and then Tony/happiness. I did an entire playthrough. I have a playlist for it, Laura. That was a lot of fun. We even did the cult ending before they made the cult ending official. So we got the bootleg janky version. Oh, good times. The best of times. It was the best of times. It was the shippiest of times. Yeah, I know the problem. Luna X Craig Salt. Are we bringing back Connor and Craig? I was surprised by how many people wanted to see that ship and the ships, the 10 ships you had to be there for. I was like, I can't. That's too self-indulgent. I can't. There are limits. This one's coming out in a few days, and it's also about being a bit stressed out. It's about going on a blind date, which is already pretty stressful. So I'm like, yes, let's do it. Stress, only stress. All the games about stress. That's what the people want, right? Give the people what they want. Stress. Oh. There are a couple of vampire ones on here. There's one where the character, it came out a few years ago, but the character looks exactly like Lance. I'm just staring at him like, that's just Lance. That's Lance as a vampire. Vampire Lance. And of course, there are the ones that on this site, you always see the ones that get stuck in demo mode. And sometimes that's always sad because some of them look like they're so good. But, people don't have time, or like Kickstarters don't always come through. And, stuff happens. Life happens. Oh, the sadness. I know, Artemis. Luca got to you. I remember seeing your comment, and it was just so full of brimming with anger at Luca. Mm. One moment. Dun, 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 dun. Riveting. Oh, there we go. He sold us for nothing. I need to do that Kiribaka video. Luca and Arata. I know, as soon as someone was like Luca and Arata, I was like, I can see it. Also, I am coming back to that. I have not forgotten. A lot of people shipped Frodo and Sam back in the day. It's a bit older, so you'll have lost some stuff, but they did do it for Halloween, but I still don't think you can date Detective Saul, detective we met in a cult dungeon. Our love is pure. Oh, people were shipping that too. All of the Lord of the Rings ships. Also, Arwen and Eowyn. That was a big thing. That was a big thing back in the day. I was so into Legolas and Gimli, it was embarrassing. Actually, no, it wasn't. Who am I kidding? That's just a turn of phrase. Nothing embarrasses me. Well, that's not true, but nothing fandom related embarrasses me. Yes, Sauron x Saruman. Yes. Yes, I do, Trickster. People tend to forget that one, but yeah, I remember. Hmm. However, we have rambled for long enough for tonight. My phone keeps going off, so I must attend to it. I thank you so much for chatting with me. It was good. Bag milk and the year of everything. The year of so many things. Thank you so much. I will have other videos up as soon as possible. We'll stream when we can, and I'll see you all when I can. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's always a good time. So, see you all soon. Day, night, whatever you're having, have a good one. Bye.